Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics. Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics. where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
This is what girls do.
where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Trunk is in my hood. She wouldn't wear no panties around me even if she could. Gave out plenty spankers till they got it understood. The nosebleeds, baby, come sit on this wood. If you know it's tension, don't come around me like it's good. I got street smarts and you can't get this out no bug. I can't right my wrongs, but I can still right these hooks.
first begin with our land acknowledgement. Susumeri, originally known as Balaton, is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, specifically the Garden River and Botswana First Nations and the Métis Nation of Ontario, within lands protected by the Robson-Huron Treaty. As Thunderbirds, we would like to acknowledge Chief Shingong's vision for education and cross-cultural learning. As athletes, coaches, and administration, we strive to honor the TRT calls to action 8791 and the roles of sports and recreation as we move towards reconciliation. Thank you and midway for joining us today. Before we announce our starting 11, please stand if you're comfortable or able to for the national anthem and respect those who choose not to participate. We ask that today's audience draw their attention to the center field as we introduce today's starting 11. For McMaster in goalie, Jenna Febrero, Lindsay Bawitsky, Alina Sefer, Brianna Cado, Chica Jimenez, Jade Abreu, Kiara Bailey, Victoria Ofe, Ravina Brake, Alisa Wheeler, Sarah Vogel, and head coach Garrett Peters. And now for your Algoma Thunderbirds. Starting in goalie, Megan Chandler, Maddie Roleu, Menchin Chow, Natalia Kali, Brolin Killoran, Ellie McFarlane, Chloe Comer, Oliver Benner, Alice Matt Wells, Amber Dumber, Alexa Nussel Flurry, and head coach Daniel Scapino.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of our Algoma women's soccer weekend. We are at Superior Heights Collegiate here in beautiful Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and we have a little bit of OUA women's soccer action. We got our Algoma Thunderbirds taking on the McMaster Marauders coming all the way from Hamilton, Ontario. My name is John Ostrowski. I'm with Sam Sestaro. Sam, what are you looking for from the Algoma Thunderbirds today?
Algoma Thunderbirds got a little bit of bad news before the game time. Starting goalkeeper Michaela Towns, their captain, is out with a slight back strain. So in goal will be Megan Chandler. Chandler has played this season, so the Thunderbirds know what she can do in the back line. McMaster is 2-0-2 and sitting third currently in the Western Division. This is definitely, an opportunity for these Thunderbirds to come out and possibly get their first goal of the season.
Yep, absolutely. And McMaster, known as a powerhouse, having a bit of a rebuilding year this year, a lot of first and second year players. So we will see what the Thunderbirds can do against them as they are in their reds going from right to left, and the McMaster Marauders are in their whites going left to right. And Algoma's Amber Dunbar will kick off today. Not a whole lot of changes today for the Algoma Thunderbirds. Looks like mostly the same lineup from yesterday. You have Chloe Cormier starting in forward, and of course Chandler starting in goal. So it's a pretty similar lineup to yesterday.
one player missing from the Algoma backline is a steady defender, Samantha Mizuka. She has not dressed this afternoon. We saw her get a little bit of a knock yesterday, unsure the severity of it, but interim coach Daniel Scarpino is keeping her out today.
Not taking any chances, as Mizuka is a very impactful player for that Algoma back line. And number 14, Haley McFarland from Prince Township, will be in her place today. Chandler, of course, saving a penalty kick in the second half of that Lancers Thunderbirds game back on September the 3rd. And nothing there for the pass from the McMaster player. Chandler will reset. Ball knocked down by Vogel.
One thing that that the Algoma Thunderbirds have to do is definitely keep their eye on number 4 on the Marauders, Elena Spahar. Coming into this one, she is leading the league with 7 goals. So they're definitely going to want to mark her up to keep her out of a lot of their offensive plays.
And 2 hat tricks already for Spahar on the year, both coming against the Waterloo Warriors in their back-to-back. So as you said, that's going to be a very key point for the Thunderbirds if they're going to be successful today, neutralizing her offensive capabilities.
Now, the Marauders did come to Sault Ste. Marie, having not played yesterday, while the Thunderbirds did play, so possibly see a few tired legs, but these athletes are in very good condition, so you'll see the Thunderbirds put out their best effort against these Marauders.
Chow with the free kick. .50-50 ball, won by McMaster. They're going to keep possession. There goes number 14, Break, with a bit of a run. She's looking along the touchline. And the offside flag's up once again. Lindsay Barwitzky gonna be a touch offside there. It's gonna be a free kick for the Algoma Thunderbirds. And I think that's gonna be the way you're gonna want to stop these McMaster Marauders. Just force them into those offside positions. Ball played through the midfield. McMaster looking to send their striker through, and they're going to find their striker. Ball deflected by an Algoma defender, and it's going to be kicked out. McMaster regains possession. Number 10, Kiara Bailey. Bailey with a step over. She's still going. Passing it back to Wheeler. Wheeler looking for something in the 18-yard box. Nothing there. Algoma unable to get possession back of the ball, but the McMaster shot is going to go far. Chandler looking to reset.
With Towns out, Chandler has to be the leader in the back line there, directing her D on where to set up. And we hear some horns from the hometown fans.
Reminiscent of the 2010 World Cup, those vuvuzelas. Something we definitely don't miss hearing on TV. And a couple white jerseys just passing around the back. Ball goes to Bailey. Bailey to Spihar. Spihar chips it to Ofori. Her cross is going to go right at the feet of Kalik. Unable to clear it once again. Couple nice bit of passing. Here's Spihar. Nice save by Chandler. And that shot was on target by number 21, Alyssa Wheeler, but that's going to be a diving stop for the keeper.
What a great save to start the game for Chandler. But the D cannot let that happen. They had all the time in the world to set that play up and to take that shot.
Algoma just needs to get rid of their clearances. The ball is very easily getting back in the possession of white jerseys. You can't let that happen all game. It's going to cause a lot of trouble as McMaster kicks the corner and nothing there. Chandler with an easy grab. Looking to reset. She's looking cool and composed so far.
3 saves already in the first 6 minutes.
And a thundering kick by Chandler, but it's going to go right to the McMaster defender. Number 5, Caldwell, breaking that up. There it is. That's what you want if you're Algoma. There's Dunbar. A nice touch. Just able to save the ball along the touchline, it looks like. And that's going to go straight back to McMaster.
We witnessed Dunbar's speed yesterday, and that was a little glimpse today. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more later on.
Here it is, McMaster switching the play, and it's going to go right to the arms of Megan Chandler. No chance for Lindsay Barwitzki. Chandler once again just needing to reset her fellow Lady Thunderbirds. Bit of danger here for the Marauders. They're going to play it back, but Dunbar's pressing high up on the keeper. The keeper, February, were able to get it away, and the Marauders are going to start making their way up the field. Here comes number 14, Ravina Breik. Looking for the cross there. Nothing there, but the ball's going to fall to white jersey, and that's going to be in the back of the net. Number 4, Alina Spihar with her 8th goal on this young season, and at the 7th minute of this one, the Algoma Thunderbirds are not happy with the start, that's for sure.
Again, Spihar is definitely going to be a scoring threat. You need to double team her, especially that deep inside your own end. Unlucky break that she got her foot on the ball on that one.
It is 1-0 after 8 in this one. Algoma will kick the ball off. Ball's going to be played wide and out of bounds.
There's plenty of time left in this one, so if you're interim coach Daniel Scarpino, you just want to calm your team down and say, listen, let's use the game plan that we put together for the Marauders. Try to get even before the end of this half.
Throw in for the Marauders. You just can't let, if you're Scarpino, you just got to keep telling your girls, we can't let that easy stuff get through. It's getting a little too easy for these Marauders to just make their way up the field and get their way into the 18-yard box, as you saw with that goal. And you really got to clean that up before you even think about attacking.
Well, they're stringing their passes together. They're stringing 3, 4, 5 passes together. At some point, you have to be a little bit more aggressive if you're the Thunderbirds.
Definitely a bit more conservative style of play today as opposed to Saturday. Might be attributed to the little bit of the tired legs there, but as you said, Algoma's going to look to want to turn up the aggression later on in this half. Master able to keep the ball in play. There goes number 14, Break. Making a couple moves. She's going to play it into the middle, but nothing there. Headed away by an Algoma defender. And that's going to be out. Goal kick for Chandler.
Ten minutes gone in this affair. It's a beautiful fall day in Sault Ste. Marie. A little bit on the cooler side, but still kissing the 20s.
Perfect temperature, not too humid, not too cold. And that's what you want from Chandler. She's making sure everybody knows the ball's for her, and she's going out to get it. She's going to kick the ball away, looking for one of her strikers. It's going to sail over the head of the Marauder defender, and Dunbar unable to get to the ball there.
That's what you're going to have to do if you're Dunbar. You're going to have to risk that 50-50 ball, hopefully that it bounces over that last defender.
And there it is, a nice bit of touch there. Going for the shot. And blocked by an Algoma defender. That was number 2, Barwitzki, on the shot. And Chandler, no trouble for her.
Scarpino always talking, always instructing, telling his girls where they should be going next.
On a nice touch off to Barwitzki, who's just flying down the pitch and going to play it back, looking to get into the box there. And there's those nice cycling passes by the McMaster Marauders. They're just absolutely cutting up the Algoma Thunderbirds, but a nice tackle by Cormier.
That's what you want to see. Great effort by Cormier.
Great bit of aggression, all ball, able to win it. Took away a great scoring opportunity for the Marauders.
When you play these back-to-back games, you want to see some players earn some minutes. You can only practice for so long before you start getting hungrier and hungrier.
That was a nice touch by Killeran, but unable to complete the pass there. McMaster winning possession back once again. And Algoma ball. Algoma throwing it in. Bit of a battle for the ball, but now McMaster's going to come up with it. Barwitzki, who's been all over this one so far. She's flying down the line. That's blocked by Kalik. Going out for a corner.
Good defensive play. You saw 2 or 3 white shirts heading straight for the goal. Like we said earlier, Towns is out with Megan Chandler in. And Chandler has made 3 impressive saves so far. We're bringing in Michaela Towns onto the mic, and she's going to give us a little insight into this early campaign for the Thunderbird team. Welcome, Michaela.
Hi. I think the Algoma Thunderbirds are going to do well today. We matched up pretty well against York, one of our better games. We're hoping to bring the same energy today. Megan Chandler is a very strong goalie. I'm very confident that she'll be able to help us out, very vocal. We have a new player in the back this weekend, Natalia. She's very strong. She's number 20, very good at holding our defensive line. As well as Machen Chow, our captain, is very good as a left winger, hoping to control the back line as well.
So something I've noticed, Michaela, Chandler has been a lot more vocal from the last time we've seen her in goal. I'm wondering if that's something the two of you guys have worked on during training.
Definitely is, yeah. We're always working on to improve on being vocal, even our passes. As you can see, Megan's very good out the back with her feet, very good control.
Absolutely, and yeah, she's playing off her line. She's looking confident back there, and we're glad to see her. And you see, you have a little bit of tape on your arm. We're wondering what happened yesterday there.
So this actually just happened in warm up. When we were warming up, I took a shot and I popped my thumb out of its socket. So unfortunate start to the game, but I'm confident that our team will still do well.
Absolutely, as McMaster's bringing the ball up the pitch here. Back 4 holding their line. And there goes Barwitzki. Barwitzki playing it to someone with a white jersey, and that's going to go out. And there it is. McMaster able to keep possession, going for the long shot, and that's in the back of the net. That's an absolute screamer from the McMaster Marauders. About 35 yards out of the box. Number 5, Brianna Caldwell, with her first goal of the year. And that's going to double the score. That's just an unfortunate ball for any goalkeeper. And that's going to change the complexion of the game a little bit. And Chandler just got beat a little bit over her head. Michaela, I assume that's something you guys are talking about a little bit more and just trying to tip it over the bar.
Yeah, it's always a difficult shot and position to be put in, just because it is so tight to the bar. Like, to try and push it up is a little challenging, but we have been working on it. Obviously, it's something that we can still continue to work on, as yesterday I had a similar situation where it was a bar down shot. So
Right.
hopefully we can pick that up in our next training session and work through our kinks here and there.
Algoma retaining possession here. And just another question for you here, Michaela, while I still have you on the air. I'm wondering what the difference between last year and this year is, bringing in Coach Scarpino, having a lot of rookies and second-year players in. Like, what's the difference in style, and what's the difference that you guys are looking to bring to the pitch?
Definitely some fresh legs. We have some young players on the team. They've been adapting well, even through our last game. Each game we're improving more and more. Daniel Scarpino is a very good coach. He's really stepped up for us, along with other coaches we have, like Mike, Mara, and Shane. They really have been helping us out this season.
Absolutely. And you're originally from Cambridge, which is, I assume, in southern Ontario in the Toronto area.
Yes, yeah.
So this team is very locally based, obviously. A lot of northeastern Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, 14 locals on the team, right? So I'm wondering what your experience of seeing that competition down south, what does that benefit you, and what do you tell your girls?
The OUA is a completely different level. Southern Ontario soccer is definitely a little different than my understanding of Sault Ste. Marie soccer.
You would be right.
A lot of these local teams, I played with girls from back home with on teams during the summer and stuff, so the level of soccer is just a little bit higher, but once they come here, they've been adapting well and understanding once they take their first touches on the OUA field.
Absolutely. And we're just wondering, Sam and I were just wondering how long you're expecting to have that tape on you and how long you're expecting to be off the field.
Not sure yet. I'm going to go get it checked out shortly. I'm hoping that...
Oh, no.
I'm hoping that within the next week or two, I'll be back for another game.
That's great to hear, and I have a little bit not so great news to broadcast. As you've just seen, the Marauders have made it 3-0. Low shot just got past the keeper, Chandler. And the Thunderbirds will be kicking off. That's going to be a second goal. Sorry, the first goal for... No, that will be the second goal of the game for number 4, Spihar, as the Thunderbirds looking to regroup from that. So what are you looking to see after you concede a couple goals early from your back 4? What are you looking to see as a keeper?
Definitely just to tighten up. Meg's been trying to come off her line and come out and attack the ball, but if we could just have our back line come in together, figure it out, keep our heads up, I think it will definitely, hopefully, be our last goals of the game, and we'll start pressuring them again.
Algoma looking to retain possession. McMaster will be awarded the throw. Offside for the Marauders, and that's something you want to see. We saw a couple offsides early, and the Algoma Thunderbirds just really need to focus on having those dynamic goal scorers, just keeping them in those offside positions where they can't make anything happen. And we have another question for you, Michaela. We're wondering what's happening with Sam Mazuka, if she's hurt, if she got a little knock.
So yeah, yesterday during the game near the end, she took a little ball to the face. She's just making sure everything's okay, going through proper protocol, and hopefully we'll see her on the field next game.
That's great to hear. Of course, concussions and CTE have been very prevalent in sport recently. It's great to hear the Thunderbirds organization taking that seriously. Thunderbirds throw. Thunderbirds opting for the long throw here. Will be unable to gain possession, but they just get it right back. Looking to make the tackle on Abreu. They're unable to. And that ball's going to go up along the touchline. And McMaster are 3 deep. They're looking for an opportunity. Not a very great shot there. Chandler slowing it down a little bit, waiting for her team to get set. And Michaela, what is Coach Scarpino looking for when you're making those set pieces? I noticed a lot of 50-50 balls. Is that like something you're looking to improve a little bit, or?
Yeah, definitely trying to improve on our 50-50s. Even myself, like getting it towards our team a little more. Even with our strikers, just being able to step in front of their man and attack the ball a bit more. But we are a very forward-playing team when we're being on offensive line. And then during defensive, we do try and slow it down, keep composure, and just control the game a little bit more.
And I will tell you, set pieces as a goalkeeper are not fun. They are way harder than they look.
Yes.
And I'm just, another thing, obviously we have 14 local girls on the team. I'm just wondering how the camaraderie is, if you guys are hanging out together, going to dinner, going to the mall. I'm wondering what happens when you're not at training with the ladies.
When we're not at training, we definitely do have fun as a team. We've done a couple team bonding exercises here and there. Obviously, our preseason is meant to be all about bonding, and then when we come back, we continue that on and we hang out as a team. A lot of us have classes together. We'll study together. It's a very good team dynamic.
And by my understanding, you guys are some of the first people on campus in the summer, eh?
Yes, we do arrive pretty early. It's kind of nice having a small campus, quiet at the beginning before it ramps up when everybody comes for school and all that.
Chandler once again looking to wait for her players to set before sending the kick long. And like you said, you're definitely a forward-playing team here, looking for those long balls, and that's what you want. You want to just keep the ball moving forward. There we go. McMaster playing along the touchline once again. They're going to circle it back. And, of course, being in Sault Ste. Marie, I'm originally from a bit up north, a bit northern than this. I'm from Thunder Bay area, so I definitely know this feeling, being an athlete from the north. What are those long 7, 8, 9, 10-hour bus rides like? Are you guys studying, reading, playing cards? What's going on there?
We definitely try and put in some study hours for everybody, make some quiet hours on the bus so everybody can get caught up on school, as we do travel on Friday, so it's very important for us to make sure we're being making sure we're students as well as athletes.
Right.
Definitely hanging out. We watch a lot of movies. Once you go on a couple bus rides, they start to feel a little shorter, get used to it.
Yeah.
You get to know the local stops, hang out. It's pretty fun.
Nice, and we are blessed to be right on Lake Superior. You get some very scenic drives down to the Toronto, Windsor, Waterloo area.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
Chandler crawling the ball once again. We're just getting towards the 25-minute mark. Once again, my name is John Ostrowski. I'm joined with Algoma women's starting goalkeeper and captain, Michaela Towns. Thank you for joining me, Michaela, it is much appreciated.
No problem. Glad to be here.
And here we go. This is what you want to see from the Thunderbirds. There's Cormier getting a little aggressive, just pushing her defender down, and that's what you like to see from the Thunderbirds, just playing a bit more aggressive. You know, we talk about good fouls a lot when me and Sam, and hard to argue that one. Master playing up through the midfield. onside, but a little bit too long. So, got another question for you here, Michaela. Of course, we've said a couple times you're from down south. If you're selling a school like Algoma, of course, there's a couple disadvantages. It's a bit isolated. It's a bit far. There's not a plethora of programs. But what do you do to sell a school like Algoma?
Algoma is a very unique school. We're very small. It's very community-based. We have a lot of programs like food pantries and stuff so that everybody who is here can be able to survive nicely.
Yeah.
Additionally, the smaller classrooms really promote like a one-on-one experience with your professor. Like they actually know your name instead of just kind of knowing you by like a number, which I really do appreciate because you can actually go and talk to your prof instead of like a student teach.
Absolutely. And my girlfriend is a student at Algoma, and that's something she says all the time, as well as all my other friends who go to Algoma. It's just a great experience. Oh, what a great save by Chandler, coming off her line, being aggressive and denying O'Ferry for the goal-scoring opportunity. And Michaela, what are you saying to Megan Chandler after that?
Beautiful save.
Absolutely.
I know our goalkeeper coach would definitely be happy with the way she came out as well. Stepping off our line is definitely what we want to see.
And what you're seeing more in the modern day soccer, you're seeing more and more aggressive goalkeepers, and that's what I love to see from you and Chandler. I love the aggression. And a great kick away by Kalick, but it's going to go right back to the Marauders, and that's unfortunate. 2-0, tough for any keeper in the world. That's going to be number 21, Alyssa Wheeler, with her first goal of the year. Wheeler out of Atlanta, Georgia. That's going to make it a 4-0 game. Couple good things from the Thunderbirds, about 5 or 6 positive plays in a row, but they're just get caught out for a second, and the Marauders are able to capitalize, unfortunately. All right, your time has come to an end, Michaela. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for joining me on the mic, and we're going to look to see you for the rest of the year. We're happy you're here.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Michaela's such a polite young lady. She you couldn't see it because she was here in the booth, but every time that her team made a defensive play, she would jump up and down, and every time that the Marauders went up and scored, she used her good hand to make a fist and slam the air because she was not happy with that play.
Oh, and there it is. Another unfortunate break, and it looks like Chandler's favoring her left knee.
I don't know if that's going to count. If
I don't know if it will.
Yeah, Chandler went down hard. She was out of the play, leaving Spehar with a wide open goal and just chipped it in. But
oh well, it's on the score sheet, or it's on the scoreboard rather.
Okay, so yeah, that's 5 goals in the first 30 minutes of this affair, and Spehar has another hat trick.
Wow. Is that 10 now on the year? I believe so, because she had 1 against Brock, which is, I guess you're a pretty good footballer if 1 goal is a bad game for you.
Yeah, 3 hat tricks in
Wow.
this young OUA campaign. What a player!
She's just always in the right place at the right time, and it is not by accident. She is 1 step ahead of everybody else on the pitch.
She's been open a lot, and again, I would be, doubling up on her. I would, be forcing the offside trap. I'd be more aggressive with her. Maybe that'll get her off her game a bit. But you can't just leave a player like that wide open.
Offside on the Marauders. Chandler getting set for the kick. Battle for the ball. It's going to go the way of the Marauders. Number 10, Kiara Bailey, ready to throw it in. Ball goes to Jimenez. Jimenez passing it back to Caldwell. Play looked like it was broken up by Algoma, but McMaster gets the ball back, and that pass is not going the right way, but it's going to go out of bounds. Goal kick for Chandler. Sorry, it is a corner kick for the Marauders. And that's going to sail wide over the bar. Goal kick.
McMaster has made its first substitution of this half. Out is number 14, Ravina Briak, and in is number 7, Emily Calabrese. Calabrese already has 1 goal on the season versus Waterloo on September 3rd.
Mac just passing the ball back. Caldwell looking for the through ball. She's going to find it. She's going to find her target. Offside once again. That's going to be Victoria Orfei running offside. Free kick for the Thunderbirds.
No activity yet on the Thunderbirds bench. Interim coach Scarpino probably going to let this current lineup finish this rest of the first half. 33 minutes gone in this one.
Nice bit of tackling from the Algoma Thunderbirds, and now unable to make a positive play. But there's Nasselvar just winning the ball right back, looking for her number 9, Dunbar. Dunbar with a nice touch. It's going to go right to the keeper, unfortunately. That was a nice bit of tackling by Nasselvar to just win the ball back.
Again, Dunbar just a step behind that one, or else that could have been an excellent scoring opportunity for the Thunderbirds.
And here's another through ball, and she is onside, and Barwitzky's all alone. We're going to play it back to the middle, and that's in the back of the net. Nice shot by Alyssa Wheeler out of Atlanta, Georgia, her 2nd of the game and 2nd of the year.
You could see that forming from up here, and you know what the outcome was going to be. Wheeler wide open there. Unfortunately, Chandler just couldn't reach out enough to make the save. 6-0 in the first 34 minutes here versus McMaster Marauders.
That's just unfortunate.
It seems today that they're using, the McMaster Marauders are using the through ball and are successful every time with it. They're putting it right down the center or right down the left wing, and the D just isn't able to mark up and win that ball.
They have just been so great with that simple through ball play. It's the oldest play in the book, but it's been working for those Marauders. This time they're going to go wide. Here come the white jerseys. It's going to be hit. Chandler's able to corral it nice and easily. And a bit of a contrast versus the match against York, where they seem to be in it for the entire first half.
Yeah, there's less energy today. You know, going down 6 would probably contribute to that, but I know that these athletes are very proud, and at this point, it's the little victories that they're going to get. Hopefully scoring a first goal for this year, that'll be a positive that they can use all week in practice. Looking forward to next weekend.
Algoma with the throw, looking for Dunbar, but she's unable to win the 50-50 ball. And forward-thinking pass, but right back to the Algoma or the McMaster defense. Nasselvar pressing high on the ball handler, and they're just going to circle it around and kick it out of danger. Kiara Bailey sending it forward.
Again, there's that through ball, and they're going to have to race through.
Look at the speed by Barwitzki to catch up with her defender. Wow. She's going to force a seemingly easy play into McMaster ball, and that's just what impactful players like Lindsay Barwitzki are able to do on the pitch.
The Thunderbirds are definitely missing Mizuka's speed down the wing there. Yesterday, she was all over the field, and like Michaela said, Samantha used her body and took one to the face. So they're just keeping her out for precautionary measures today. Definitely, you don't want to see a player like that out too long.
She is very influential on this field, and yeah, she is very, very deeply missed by this back line of the Algoma Thunderbirds.
Yesterday, she was even taking goal kicks.
Yeah.
Michaela, possibly had a little knock on her back as well, and towards the end of the game, it was Mizuka that was helping out with the goal kick. So definitely the Thunderbirds missing her today.
Ball goes out of bounds for once again a McMaster corner. No danger there. Just going to roll out of bounds for Cormier to corral. Chow's throw intended to kill her in. Ball's won back by the Marauders, and once again, they're just winning the ball at the right place. Caldwell sending the ball up.
Again, there's that through ball.
There it is, back of the net. Number 2, Lindsay Barwitzki with her first of the game. That's going to be a 7-0 scoreline with about 7 minutes left to go. Sorry, 6 minutes left to go in this half.
We're seeing something that, from our vantage point, that I don't know if they're not seeing, but it's the same through ball. They either need to put another person on D back there because they're just finding too many open spaces, and they're winning the foot races to get to the ball.
Even drop back a little bit. You just got to change something right now.
And again, there's no movement on the Algoma University bench. No players warming up, so interim coach Scarpino will probably take a look at his options, at halftime in about 5 minutes or so, and see what positive changes he can implement for the second half.
Just a bit of an unfortunate sequence of events so far, especially after such a positive outcome with against York. You felt a lot of improvement, and not saying that they're not still making improvement, but this is just a disappointing half for the Lady Thunderbirds.
Well, it's a tale of two different teams. Yesterday there was excitement, emotion. They were talking to each other. They were evenly matched versus that York team. Today, this rested MAC squad, is converting all their passes and just walking through that Algoma D.
Play through the back by Abreu. Played to Wheeler. Wheeler played back to her defender. The ball goes back to Abreu. And we'll see there's the through ball once again, just on the other side this time.
Now, when there is that through ball, you got to go and mark up the free player, and there was 2 on that play alone.
Couple touches going to go back to Spihar. Spihar was looking for number 2 Barwitzki, but she was offside. Free kick for the Thunderbirds.
If you're a McMaster coach, Garrett Peters, you're very, very happy, traveling all this way to get the 3 important points that might move them up the standings a little bit in the West Division.
McMaster's certainly looking like a contender in this OUA West. They have been electric all game with that through ball action just to Barwitzki, the through balls to Spihar, to Wheeler. They have a very, very balanced and dynamic attack, and they are fast. They are always a step ahead of the Algoma Thunderbirds.
They're always moving. They're never standing still. They're always, looking for free space and, winning those one-on-one battles right now.
Free kick for the Thunderbirds. Going to go right back to a white jersey. Now this is going to be a bit more of a challenge for Scarpino with his halftime talk as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday they were very much still in the game. They were motivated and they were excited, and today they're just having a rough go. So what are you telling your ladies if you're Daniel Scarpino?
If I'm Coach Scarps, this is what I say. Forget that first half. Let's keep them off the score sheet in the second half. It's a totally new game, and that would be a moral victory for this side. If they could score one as well, that would be a positive for this young team. But I would definitely preach, 100% defense in the second half.
Yep.
And just keep the 7-0 scoring line as is.
And it's difficult. It's games like these are tough, but that's how you grow as a footballer. It's how you grow as a person, having these kind of games.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Peters, Spahar already has her hat trick. You did drive all this way, but you don't want to see a player like that get injured. So possibly she could come out in the second half, have a rest, and he would be able to use some of his subs to give them some much valuable playing time that they may need down the road.
Nice bit of pressure by Dunbar. She's still going to be attacking. That's going to be the half. We are down 7 after 45, and we will be back in 15. For Sam Starr, I'm John Ostrowski. We will see you in a second.
This is what girls do. This is what girls do.
where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
This is what girls do.
exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics. where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Welcome back. We took a quick 15-minute break, and we're going to get through the next 45 minutes of this one. We got the second half of the Algoma McMaster Sunday afternoon OUA West women's soccer matchup. Unfortunate first half with McMaster up 7-0. And my name is John Ostrowski. I'm joined with my colleague Sam Sestaro.
We'll see if there's any changes to either lineups right now, John.
McMaster will be kicking off to start the second half. Go Caldwell circling it around. And your prediction did come right, Sam. Algoma coming out in a bit more of a defensive set here, looking to just not concede, hopefully find something on the counter as McMaster's going to be pushing forward.
They're going to have to. This is, like I said, it's little victories at this point. You have to forget the first half, and you have to build on stuff, on the positives to finish this game.
Chandler with the boot. Unable to find a Algoma player. Nice bit of skill from the McMaster player. Looking to circle it around the back here. Slowly building the play up from the back. Here's Caldwell with the ball. Now a bit more forward-thinking play from McMaster here, looking for the pass. Nothing going on there. Nice sliding tackle by Chow. And Cormier just going to clear it. Going to go out of bounds. McMaster throw. McMaster playing around the back. Looking for that pass in Algoma's end, but they're not going to find it. Ball's going to fall to Nasselvar. She's unable to corral it. Ball's going out for McMaster throw. And remember to stick around. We have the men's version of this matchup in an hour and 15 minutes. We got our Algoma Thunderbird men taking on the McMaster Marauders. Should be a fantastic game. Some more nice bit of passing from these Marauders are still going. And unable to corral it, it's going to go out of bounds. And a whole plethora of changes for the McMaster Marauders. We have 2 new strikers. Sejada Casado Benjamin, number 3, in for number 21, Wheeler. Number 25, Joel Shackle, in for number 4, Spihar. Number 24, Nikki Porgutizis, in for Jade Abreu. Number 20, Megan Sue, in for number 12, Victoria Orfi. Number 22, Franka Zubik, in for number 10, Kiara Bailey. So McMaster using all 6 of their substitutions during the break.
Yeah, and we predicted that Elena Spahar would be substituted. Great first half, possible candidate for Player of the Week right there with her performance in that first 45. But you do want to get some players earning some real-time minutes. Like I said, especially if this team goes deep into the postseason.
McMaster, historically a great soccer school. We can only predict that they will be in that hunt as Chandler corrals the ball. Chandler taking her time, letting her ladies get set. And Dunbar's unable to win the ball, but she's still going with it. And ball goes back to McMaster, back 4. 22, Subic passing it to Sue. Sue and Naslevar challenging for the ball, and a foul on number 20, Megan Sue. Chow getting ready to take the free kick. And a nice free kick, but once again just going straight to the foot of a McMaster player. And I was talking to Michaela Towns earlier, and she said that we really need to focus on winning those 50-50 balls. And unfortunately, Algoma not able to corral that one, as McMaster's going to play it around the back a bit more. Here comes Caldwell. Caldwell to Sue. Sue to Vogel. Vogel with the ball at her feet. Vogel back to Sue in the midfield. Toward Calabrese. Calabrese playing the through ball. Good job by the Algoma defense to not allow any build-up plays, but here comes the passing of the McMaster Marauders. Nothing going on there.
The Thunderbirds also made 2 changes at halftime. Out is Olivia Bernard, and out is Natalia Kalik. In is Sault Ste. Marie product Carly Cochimilio, and in is Ella Misko.
Nice shot and saved by Chandler.
Again, this is a great opportunity to show their mettle. If they can keep the Marauders off the score sheet all second half, I think that would definitely bring some positivity to, not the best performance of the season for these Thunderbirds.
Absolutely, and they conceded 7 minutes in, and from there it just kind of went downhill, unfortunately. And I think that's something Scarpino's going to want to talk to his ladies about. You concede early. You can't just put your head down. It's a 90-minute game for a reason. You need to be locked in all 90 minutes as Chow's able to get rid of the ball there. It's going to be a corner for the Marauders.
and the Marauders are still pressing. Everyone is up for this corner kick, except number 3, Seda Casado Benjamin.
And the header by Caldwell not going anywhere. Going to be a goal kick for the keeper.
Gorgeous fall day here in Sault Ste. Marie at Superior Heights Field.
And McMaster not letting up, slowly building the play up the field. Just an opportunity for them to get some of their reserve players in. Nice little pressure by Dunbar. Was in the right place, but was unable to corral the ball. And the McMaster Marauders just have such a deep bench. Of course, they're located in downtown Hamilton, Ontario. So they have that luxury of being in the soccer hub in this country, being in that Toronto area.
Yeah, the pool to choose from, is so much larger, and they start recruiting a lot younger.
And of course, the Hamilton Forge FC plays in Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton in the Canadian Premier League. They have 3 national championships to their name. Nice bit of control by number 7, Emily Calabresi. And Casado Benjamin going to try and save it. She's not going to be fast enough. It's going to be a throw in for the Thunderbirds.
So 10 minutes gone in this second half. And if I'm Algoma, I'm pleased so far. Again, at this point in time, they're just looking for little victories.
Yep. And that's not what you want. You don't want to lose the ball on that end. I believe she was called out of bounds by the line judge, so it will be a goal kick for Megan Chandler.
Both of the men's programs are here supporting their female counterparts. They play later this afternoon at 3:15.
Nice tackle by Alois Mark Wallace, just able to win the ball and keep it clean. And as you said, we're very much looking forward to that matchup. It's going to be a good one. Algoma with a 2-0 loss yesterday. Of course, Sandoval not going to be playing today as he is on a red card. And that was the story of yesterday's match.
Snake bitten. The first 2 games here in Sault Ste. Marie, early penalties called, and yesterday, not only the early penalty, but a red card shown. You can't compete with some of the stronger programs when you're down a man for 45 minutes.
It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Andrzejczuk does, not being able to go to Sandoval. And, of course, David Setter's still out with a lingering injury. He'll be unable to play today. Couple injuries, not what you want in a short season like this, but these Algoma Thunderbirds are they're persistent and they are willing to work through anything. That's going to be a call against the Thunderbirds.
This is a dangerous spot for the Thunderbirds. Just outside the outside the box.
The wall consists of Mark Wallace, Chow, Naslavar, and number 23, Elamisco. Set piece taker is Brianna Caldwell out of Tottenham, Ontario. And off the American football upright will be a goal kick.
Good shot by Caldwell, you know, just a little bit lower. Goalie's best friend is the crossbar and the 2 posts.
Chandler getting set for the goal kick. A nice through ball by 23 Misco. And McMaster going to build from the back here. Touched by Caldwell. Caldwell through to Sue. Sue playing it through to Casado Benjamin. Casado Benjamin on to Shackle. And Shackle's touch is going to go out of bounds. Will be a goal kick for Chandler.
McMaster made 6 changes at halftime, and it looks like you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yep.
These second half players, I don't want to call them substitutes, because they're playing as fluid as the starting 11.
And with that depth and that fluidity and that level of chemistry, you got to think the McMaster Marauders might be a national contender in the U Sports women's soccer circuit.
Yeah, we've been able to call a couple of games so far with some possible finalists. You know, Windsor is definitely going to be a challenger as well. Spahar, you know, if she keeps leading this Marauder team, they're going to do very well.
And you look at the contrast between a team like Windsor and a team like McMaster. Windsor is pretty much all Caitlin Robertson. Of course, you got a couple good players that are feeding her, but compared to McMaster, where it's everybody's touching the ball, everybody's moving the ball, it's 2 very different styles of football, and I think those 2 teams are going to match up very well with one another.
Absolutely.
Sue playing it through to Porzgotitis. Porzgotitis playing it to Calabresi. Calabresi to Shackle, and going to be broken up by the Algoma defense, and a shot. Oh, and what a strike. What a strike. That's going to be goal number 8. The goal was scored by Joelle Shackle out of Ottawa, Ontario. That is her first goal of this campaign. No chance for Chandler on that one. Just a perfectly placed shot. Algoma losing it right away back to Marauders. Couple build-up passes, and they're already back in Algoma's end. And this Marauders team can hurt you with the through ball. They can hurt you with their build-up plays. They are a powerhouse.
Yeah, they're such a well-rounded team.
McMaster playing it from their end. McMaster passing it around. Nice bit of passing. They're able to go past Cormier. They're still moving. Here comes McMaster Marauders. And Cormier able to play it out. Going to be a corner for the Marauders. Ball is going to sail out of danger. Kicked out by Alois Mark Wallace. Casado Benjamin with the throw. Subik taking her time looking for the pass, and she's not going to find Casado Benjamin. Goal kick for the Thunderbirds. Chandler waiting for her team to get set before she kicks it away. Master with the throw. Ball goes to Calabresi. Calabresi back to Caldwell. Caldwell patient. Looking for Vogel. Vogel to Orfei. Sorry, Vogel to Zubik as McMaster makes their way up the field. Nice bit of skill. She's still going. McMaster methodical with the build-up play, but unable to make anything happen. Passes back to Caldwell. Caldwell through to Joelle Shackle. Shackle taking her time. Nothing on the end of that, but she's looking for Casado Benjamin, who's going to keep the ball within McMaster's possession. Casado Benjamin with a nice little move. And that's not what you want with your Algoma. You cannot be losing the ball in that.
Oh.
That is what happens when you lose the ball in your own end.
Oh, what a shot.
Megan Sue scores in the Sioux. Number 20, her first goal of the year. The Vancouverite is going to get on the board. And that's the time and true saying, when in doubt, kick it out. You cannot play around with the ball in your end when you have a white jersey breathing down your neck.
That was such a long shot as well. Left footer.
As a highlight reel goal for number 20, Megan Sue, but McMaster will gain possession of the ball and play it through their end. They're not looking to pass it around the back. They're looking to just keep playing their style. Nice bit of tackling by Alois Mark Wallace. Caldwell with the throw back to Vogel. Playing it wide and nothing going on there. And a substitution to make you aware about. Number 14, Ravina Brake, coming in for number 12, Victoria Orfei on the McMaster side. Nice bit of passing from McMaster. We've seen this all day from them. Here comes Ravina Brake. And Elamisco able to kick it out. Going to go for McMaster throw.
McMaster's relentless. They're always first to the ball. They are taking quick throw-ins. They're looking for their next opportunity to take a shot on goal. And, you know, that's the kind of attitude that you do want to instill in your players. And I don't blame the Thunderbirds for not having it today.
No.
But that's something that you definitely want to, you know, instill in your young core.
Absolutely. You can't hanging your head after conceding 1 or even 2 is just not how you build as a team, even if it's a tough game and a tough couple weeks. It's just you have to keep your head up. You have to look for the positives because this is more of a chess match than a traditional sport. There's many, many small wins in the game of soccer.
Do you watch Ted Lasso?
I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I should.
You definitely should. There's a line in Ted Lasso that you should have the memory of a goldfish after a game.
That was there was a similar hockey goalie that said something like that. I wasn't sure if it was Ken Dryden or one of the old Canadiens goaltenders who would say something like that, but that's definitely something that the Algoma women's team need to have in mind.
I think Patrick Waugh once said that he couldn't hear you because he had his 2 Stanley Cup rings in his ears.
Did he not get a third one with the Avalanche?
Yeah, but
that was okay.
At the time he said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't like to talk about that as Montreal fans.
Well, I think there's only 27 days until that season begins, so you can be let down in 28 days.
You know what? It's just it's another rebuilding year. It's okay. We got Caulfield, we got Suzuki. We'll be just fine. We got our coach of the future. We'll be fine. And now McMaster finally looking to slow the pace down a little bit. Sue looking for her defender. Caldwell. Brianna Caldwell wearing the captain's armband today. It seems like she's a little bit of the quarterback of that back 4. However, that McMaster back 4 hasn't been challenged much today, so she has been moving up a little bit.
Oh, she's definitely controlling the play in the second half. Imagine having that luxury, a player like Elena Spehar, and then you got Caldwell as well. That's a great 1-2.
Absolutely. Caldwell, I guess, you could say playing more like a CDM today instead of a traditional center back. The ball's being cycled around, and Algoma's going to win the ball. Mark Wallace running with it. Alois Mark Wallace taking a touch. He's still going. And moved out of the way by Caldwell, unable to make anything happen. And we've passed the 71st minute mark of this one.
I like that energy there. She showed a little bit of, aggression and frustration, and she was using it to her advantage, challenging on that run.
Of course, Alois Mark Wallace out of Ottawa, Ontario. She is one of the few non-Suites on this team.
Definitely a homegrown team. We keep mentioning 14 players from the surrounding area. Plenty of them coming out of the Sioux City United program, a very successful girls program.
Nice bit of passing. Referee considering that challenge clean. He will be calling it as a corner.
I agree with that call. One of the few times this weekend.
Wow, there's no need to call anything right now, of course. unless it's absolutely blatant. Rita Breach, nice save by Chandler, and the rebound's there, but not a great hit by Caldwell. I think she was trying to go low, maybe near corner, but just got a bad touch on it. And Chandler getting her ladies set with the long boot. And it's a nice play by Mark Wallace, just flick it up. And a corner for the Algoma Thunderbirds, their first of the game.
To have a corner kick, your first of the game at the 73rd minute mark, is definitely something that you need to work on.
Yep.
That just means that they haven't been in the opponent's lower third at all.
You should. The golden ratio is 5 to 6 corner kicks a game, and yeah, just one is just very unfortunate for this Algoma Thunderbirds team. And as soon as they're in that end, they're just unable to make anything happen. It's going to be an Algoma throw, but the McMaster Marauders just always one step ahead. Chow with a throw to Mark Wallace. And it's going to go the way of the Marauders. Casado Benjamin with the touch. Taking her time, able to build it up a little bit. Caldwell to Sue. Sue playing it forward. And McMaster just looking to break that wall. The Algoma Thunderbirds, almost everybody back except for Dunbar. Just one striker right now for them. There it is, going to Breach. Breach still moving with it, and it's going to be a corner. Nice block by Chow.
A lot of hands on the hips right now for the Thunderbirds. You know, they are a tired group playing on back-to-back days.
Ball into the
What
net,
a goal!
There it is in the back of the net.
Guess who that was?
That was number 5, Caldwell.
Caldwell's been everywhere this second half.
She has.
My.
And she's just a very tall player standing around 5'11", just in the absolute right place, perfectly aimed header. And heading a ball into a net is not an easy task, but
She buried that one.
she did. Ball going back to the McMaster end. They're going to look to build it up. And here come the Marauders. Here's Casado Benjamin. Brought down by Misco. Clean challenge, and it's going to go out. McMaster playing it from half, building forward. Still moving forward here, and a nice cross, but it's going to go nowhere. Ravina break was the intended target, it looked like. It's going to be a goal kick for the Algoma Thunderbirds. Chandler getting set. And about 12 minutes left to go in this one. We are at the 78th minute.
The sun has finally peeked its head out. A beautiful fall day here in Sault Ste. Marie. Not a beautiful result if you're a Thunderbirds fan. Currently down 10.
And a couple changes for the McMaster Marauders. McMaster wins possession. Ball is out, Algoma possession. Algoma taking their time with this one, looking for the throw. And ball should be going right to the keeper, and it does.
Algoma substitution, Francesca Onsanya is on, and Chloe Cormier playing a good game. Has been taken off by interim head coach Daniel Scarpino.
McMaster once again circling through the back. And the keeper, Februaro, looking for the touch. He's going to play it through. And once again, McMaster building up from the back. They're not looking to let up whatsoever. Here comes number 2, Lindsay Bartowitzki, was recently just subbed back into this one. Looking for the cross, and right to Chandler. 10 minutes left in this one. Nice bit of control from Algoma, unable to keep possession, and I think that's where you have to start if you're Scarpino. We have to keep possession. That needs to be the #1 priority of this team going into the second half of the year.
They need to string passes together. You know, they have to build, and they have to be patient. And that's something that we just haven't seen today. And the Lady Thunderbirds, they know this too. They're definitely not happy with their performance.
Throw in for the Thunderbirds. And it's going to go straight back to the Marauders. Number 8 trailing and unable to catch up with that one, as we are going to have another Algoma goal kick.
Just about 10 minutes left in this one, 8 minutes in regular time, and they'll probably add 1 or 2 in extra time. It's been a clean game. No cards, no rough tackles.
Barwitzki. Playing it to Abreu, who plays it back to Bailey. Bailey plays it back to Sue. A nice bit of pass, and that's what we've seen all day from the Marauders. And Misko able to clear it. Algoma looking to win possession. Unable to. And shot easily corralled by Chandler. That's the second long shot that Megan Sue was looking for. She is 1 for 2 on them now.
Yeah, that was from about 35 yards out. That should be an easy play, and it was for Chandler this time around.
She has quite the left foot on her, doesn't she?
I love left-footed players. They're so exciting to watch. As a coach, I always try to impress that upon my players, that if they can learn to use both feet, you know, they could make a team, you know, make the cut versus somebody that can only kick with one foot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just, you can even turn yourself into a bit more of a utility player. You're able to play out the back a bit more, and it's just, yeah, it's an invaluable thing. Of course, something I never, ever learned, and maybe that's why my soccer career is now spent up in the booth. Barwitzki. Barwitzki to Bailey. Bailey to Zubik. Zubik to, looks like that's Portu Zetas. Barwitzki back to Break. Break making a nice run here. Brought down by Chow. Referee says it's clean. We're going to keep it moving. Dunbar pressing on Caldwell. Caldwell to Sue. Nice little run for the Marauders, and it's going to go out on Misko. McMaster with a corner. Once again, one more reminder to stick around after this one at 3:15. In a little under 45 minutes, we got the men's version of this matchup. We got the McMaster Marauders taking on your Algoma Thunderbirds. And it should be a great time. We will hopefully be broadcasting a little bit more of a not so lopsided result.
Yeah, the men yesterday were snake bitten. I think that after their team meeting, they understood what they had to do. So today they should come out more disciplined, and you know, looking to build on a good start to the season. You know, they do have 2 ties.
Barwitzki with the ball at her feet. Playing it through. Oh, nice save by Chandler, able to get in front of it.
That could have been another one by Spahar. Under OUA rules, once you're substituted out, you are allowed to come back into the game. So they gave Spahar a rest for most of this second half.
Gotta look to kick it out. Algoma Thunderbirds, they have to be better under pressure. They can't get as nervous. They have to be able to play with a defender behind them. They're just all day they were not able, no player was really successful to play with a man on, and that's going to be something that Scarpino is going to want to harp on his ladies moving forward. Barwitzki, another cross, and just sailed over the bar, goal kick. Barwitzki, another influential player. Her crosses always seem to have a target to them, and she's been fantastic today.
And that was Spehar again. She just chipped it a little wide, or else she could have added to her league-leading goal tally.
Is she a 10 or 11 now? I believe she is a 10. Caldwell with the ball. Dunbar with the ball at her feet. Bit too much power on the touch, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Dunbar, even though she had the ball, she had 4 white shirts right around her. She was being forced to the side. She did not have a play to make there.
Sue playing the ball forward. Bit of attacking, and there it is in the back of the net once again. That's going to make it 11-0 for the Marauders. And that's going to do it. So, final score, McMaster 11, your Algoma Thunderbirds 0. And we have a couple players of the game to let you know about. We have on the winning side with a hat trick, her 3rd of the season, out of Milton, Ontario, number 4, Alina Spihar. And on our side, it's going to be Machin Chow, your player of the game. We will be back in about a half hour for the men's game. See you then.